All right, welcome back to Box Score Collectibles Unwrapped, where we're going to talk about what's been going on in the last week and the upcoming week. How's it going, Brian?
It's going quite well today. How are you doing, Chris?
Oh, doing fantastic. All right. Yep. So we've had all kinds of stuff happen this week. We've got all kinds of stuff coming up next week, as we all well know. Series 1 is dropping. The beginning of the 2025 collecting season. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got about 10 days left before that happens. So we've been seeing some more information come out. And I think we even had someone with a couple of blasters being opened on YouTube earlier today.
Yeah, quite the show from what I've seen. A little bit disturbing knowing that they're not supposed to be opening up this early, but still going ahead and doing it. We won't name any names, but if anybody in the chat wants to know, yeah, we'll explain who that was. Apparently, they think that if they're doing something that Fanatics doesn't want, that Fanatics should go hire them. I'm confused by the first couple of minutes of that episode, but yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I'm not
already
sure
been
on that.
sneak peeks.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one either. I mean, it doesn't make sense to really, kind of go around what the rules that Fanatics has and to say, well, if you don't like it, hire me. Well, why would they?
Yeah, I didn't understand that one. But then again, he also sounded like a fool not knowing what the blaster exclusive parallels was going to be, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Like he even admitted in the video that he did zero research, didn't look at the checklist. But hey, you can go out and open all you want way ahead of time. Beautiful. Wonderful. But then again, he's got a lot more subscribers than we do, so maybe he knows something we don't.
He knows how to look bad. I agree. I mean, if you're gonna open up a product, brand new product that is typically highly anticipated every year, you should look at the checklist. Now, granted, the Topps not submitted the checklist in number order yet. However, there is a check out there to kind of explain what the main players are going to be, even what the parallels are going to be. And so it's do a little bit of research. 5-10 minutes of research. Going to either the Beckett website or just the Topps website itself, and you'll figure out what the basics of the checklist are.
Howdy, Titus. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
How's it going, Titus?
But yeah, the I don't know. Premiering the blasters way earlier than you should have. Echoing again. Yeah, I can hear that echoing.
You've only got one camera this time, right?
I've only got one camera. Then I got my headset on, so. All right. Well, Brian, go ahead and chat a little bit while I try something.
All right. Well, as you know, with Series 1 coming out, it's going to be one of the bigger releases of the year. The thing that I've noticed the Topps is starting to do over the last couple of years is tied into the start of spring training. We've got pitchers and catchers going to report in the next 10 days. Typically, a couple teams start earlier. Those are typically the ones that are going to end up going to do the Japan series coming up. And then the most of the teams will start on February 12th, that Wednesday, which is the same day as the Topps Series 1 release. So it's kind of nice to get that kind of full circle, tying everything into the quote-unquote unofficial start of the baseball season. I really feel like, it's a kind of a good marketing for Topps to do. And, kind of gets everybody excited for baseball with not only just the cards coming out, but the spring training starting, pitchers, catchers reporting, because usually about 10 days, well, not even 10 days later from that, the the spring training game starts, and that's when it really ramps up into the season. We still got a lot more information, excuse me, that will be coming out about Series 1 over the next couple of days. Hopefully we get to the full checklist, so that way we can see who's going to be what numbers of cards, and then we know that Ohtani is going to be card number 1, and from some of the promo photos that we've seen, Judge is going to have card number 300. So be nice to get the full checklist, so that way we can see who is going to be in what order. Let's see here. On blowoutcards.com, there is a Series 1 overview. You're back on the stage. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. Anyways, Blowout Cards has a pretty wide, extensive photographic checklist for the Series 1. I want to bring that up here real quick to kind of scroll through that. Now, not all of the players that are shown here are necessarily going to be on the checklist. These were promo photos that were sent out early, so they're not necessarily going to be 100% accurate. But you get a good idea here of what the release is going to look like. We have here some images of the real one autographs from the Aaron Judge was a full fractor 1 of 1, and then the Paul Skeens, probably the black foil. I believe that's number to 10. And then just scroll down a little bit. They got some box art there, but then they kind of get into all of the different photos of the cards. So you get some of the star players like Harper, Skubal, Chris Sale, Witt Jr.
By the way, hello, Goose. Am I echoing? Can you hear me now?
Then it gets into the rookies, guys like Reese Hins, Blake Dunn, Rhett Lauder, and so they have a pretty extensive photographic checklist here, which is kind of nice to see, get an idea what the cards are going to look like in the set. You got some of the league leaders here, the team cards showing up here.
Still getting an echo? Goose is giving us a little bit of audio help here.
It looks like you're saying you're good, so apparently now I'm echoing.
Interesting.
So,
well, the information is so nice that you get to hear it twice.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what to do about that one, because are you able to hear me, Chris?
I can hear you.
Is it echoing?
I'm not hearing an echo. I hear myself in the back. So interesting. Let me open up my phone and myself in the back. So interesting. Let me open up my phone and myself in the back. Of course, now I can hear myself through the phone.
Yeah, so I have echo cancellation on.
Now Brian is good.
All right, so.
Well, here's the thing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me out there, guys? Because I don't have my microphone.
No, not really. No, not really. Kind of hearing you on mine, so.
Exactly. All right, now you can hear me. Now I'm actually on my microphone. Yeah, we got to figure out this audio issue that we're having every episode. We got to figure out this audio issue that we're having every episode. Echo cancellation, reduce mic background noise. I've got it all clicked. Automatically adjust mic volume. All right. Well, how's it sounding now?
Not so much is what Scott's saying.
That was a minute ago.
Oh, okay. I just saw it come up.
That was him answering if you could hear me when I had my microphone muted and coming through on yours. We'll get there. We will. All right. Well, anyways, moving on. You were talking about 2025 Series 1. I'll just talk a little bit softer.
Yeah, so this resource here kind of shows all the different, it kind of group them by teams as well. So if you were more interested in seeing what the cards are going to look like, what the checklist will look like, you always visit blowoutcards.com. It's in their blog section on their website.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, when we were watching that certain gentleman that was already opening up and showing the 2025 series, you're mentioning that some of the pictures aren't actually matching what's on Blowout. Was that correct?
Not so much the pictures of the players, just some of the design elements. Because scrolling up here, there's several of these landscape cards have the silver swoosh, silver kind of like nameplates and all that. Those look like on the ones live cards that he was opening that they were actually the regular color of the team. So like San Diego would have like the brown and the gold, the Twins would have the navy blue and the red.
Gotcha.
Like, these are either some sort of a parallel that we haven't seen yet, or they're just some of that they changed because these were going to be the checklist cards. I think they may have just kind of changed it back to the normal colors because we did see some of the rainbow foils on there, and they were kind of like your typical silver rainbow foils.
Yeah, so that was very interesting to see. I wonder what that parallel is going to be that Blowout has on there.
Yeah, I mean, it could be just something that they were going to try to do, but just ended up scrapping. I don't
know. Very interesting indeed. And honestly, that's probably why they don't want folks showing stuff early before the proper release time.
Could be.
Of course, maybe it's a smart PR move because then you've got more people piqued and interested, like we are discussing it now, even though we weren't going to really.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, for me, one of the exciting parts of opening up Series 1 or Series 2 is not really knowing what what the cards are going to look like outside of the basic design, because it was always kind of fun going through and seeing what photos they're using for the first time. And so something like this kind of takes a little bit away from that. And then there are even some comments on this where they were saying like they're noticing some players that they're had photos of are not actually on the checklist. So things changed in those. Some cards may have gotten bumped to Series 2.
Yeah. And then, of course, with the opening that he had, he was able to show us what stars the MLB was going to look like this year and some of the inserts. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, stars the MLB always looks nice on the first day, but after 40 blasters or 20 hangers, you're a little tired of it.
Yeah, because again, the stars of the MLB are going to basically be in every retail release, and you get basically one in each pack. If you got hanger packs, you're getting two in each pack, or was it four?
It was 4.
It was four, yeah. So the 30 card set's going to be easy to collect. It's nice that they have it in there, but at the same time, you are going to get tired of the design, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, if they could do it like in the blasters, how they do, the spring training parallel. By the way, he didn't know what that was. This is zero research. They've got the spring training parallels in every other pack. Why can't you do that with the stars of the MLB? And why 4 in the hanger boxes? Why?
Yeah. Yeah, we actually talked about the spring training parallels. I think it was on Tuesday with Cards and Coffee.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know. I mean, we saw it on the odds list. We didn't know what it was. It was kind of nice to see the design of it. I'd be interested to seeing if there's like any parallels for that as well, because it's taking place of the typical holiday. Because the holiday got moved to the tins this year.
Yeah.
And we had, like last year, we had kind of that spring look, and then the Easter eggs and stuff like that. So be interesting to see. It was interesting to see what that had looked like.
Yeah, no, absolutely. To finally see it right in front of us and have some people perplexed, it was entertaining on both sides.
Exactly.
Speaking of spring training, don't forget we have a card show that we're going to be going to during spring training down in Phoenix. So check that out. But before that, we're going to be going to some games.
Oh yeah. So, do you have that schedule of games?
I do. During March 18th, we're going to be hitting Peoria first. Oh yeah, hoping to get behind the scenes there. And then we're going to end up in Salt River that night. That's going to be fun. We did hit up Salt River during fall ball.
Yep.
And it was, it's a nice stadium. I like it. It's the Rockies and Diamondbacks. Mm-hmm. I don't have exactly who we're going to see, but I can take a look at that real quick. I just noted what stadiums and whether it's going to be day or night.
Right. Yeah, that's the important part, knowing where we're going, when we're going. So, yeah, I remember going to the Salt River Stadium. We weren't there for very long because we did have to make the drive back to California. However, it's a nice ballpark. It's definitely one that I'm looking forward to going back to and being able to, kind of explore the whole stadium, because with fall ball, some of the stadiums actually kind of cut off areas that you can go to. I remember in Mesa, you couldn't get out to the outfield area.
Yeah,
I remember seeing guys just after the home run balls, and then the ushers come up and they're like, "No, you can't do that." So it would be nice to get to those stadiums when they're fully open, so we can see kind of all the different aspects of it, get the different vantage points, because that's what we like to do. We like to walk around and see what that stadium has to offer.
Mm-hmm. So the first game in spring training is February 20th. That's the Cubs versus Dodgers. And then from there, games every day. We're going to be there the 18th through the 20th for games. If we can squeeze out the evening game on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we'll give it a try. But yeah, Tuesday the 18th, we are starting in Peoria, which will be Milwaukee at Seattle. And then later that night, it'll be the Giants at the Rockies. So that's going to be fun. We're going to be checking out Tempe Diablo.
Yes.
I have not gotten to that one.
Yeah, where the Angels have their spring training facilities. That's the games that I've seen on TV, it looks like a really nice backdrop behind the stadium with the rocks and all that. So it's it's gonna be exciting to just see that ballpark. So where are we gonna be Tuesday night again?
Tuesday night, we will be in Salt River watching the Giants at the Rockies.
Okay. And so that's going to be typically our cards and coffee night. So we'll try to do like maybe just a short
Yeah.
episode from there, and probably won't do last the full hour unless we have a lot to talk about. But yeah, it'd be fun to get there. Maybe maybe they have coffee there we can sample too.
Hey, you know what? Maybe. Let's see. So yeah, Tempe, Diablo, Wednesday during the day, and then we will be in Surprise, watching the Giants again at Kansas City. So
Okay.
one thing about spring training is they like to keep it to one game at night and everybody else plays during the day. It would be nice if they could stagger it just a little bit to where we can get 2 or 3 games in each day, possibly 3 or 4 instead. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. They have their scheduling for a reason. Most games start at 105 or 110 Pacific Standard. I think that's what this is. Might be a local standard.
No, when we're there, it's going to be the same as Pacific, because with the
Oh, yeah, daylight savings.
daylight savings coming up here, it's going to be the same time when we're down there. Spring training doesn't start that way. It's usually it starts at 12 o'clock our time.
Yeah. So there we go. And then Friday or Thursday, we're going to be at Camelback to start. That's where the Angels and the White Sox will be playing against each other. Camelback is the White Sox and the Dodgers facility. Nice facility. Gina and I have been there once before. We got the Sweet Life up top. It was nice. The shade was fantastic.
Oh, I bet. Even though it's not necessarily hot that time of year, the sun can be brutal regardless.
Yep, absolutely. And then the night game, unfortunately, but fortunately, we'll be back in Peoria because the night game is the Padres hosting the Rangers.
All right. Yeah, we didn't get to see the Padres last year. What's that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, we didn't get to see the Padres last year because that was during the time when they were in Japan playing the Dodgers.
Yep.
And again, the Dodgers are going to be playing the Cubs in Japan while we're there. So we're not going to see the Dodgers spring training games. However, this year they're playing the Cubs, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to have gone back to Sloan Park in Mesa just to see that in full, because like I said, it was cut off for what we got to see. But that's why there are other years to go.
Yeah. And then if we can squeeze in the evening games, if the show allows, Friday is the Diamondbacks at Milwaukee, which is downtown Phoenix. Go pay tribute. Yeah, pay tribute to the Bob Uecker. What is it that they the statue, or not statue? It's kind of like just an informational page. It's nice.
Well, they actually had, there was something that I posted on our Instagram page after he had passed. There was photos that I took from that little, we'll call it a tribute, because they did that for a lot of their players. Like even Raleigh Fingers has something there,
and Bud Selig is even on it.
Yeah, because he was their former owner.
Mm-hmm.
And just so, I mean, if we can get to that game, that'd be great. But I won't be ordering the cheese curds this time.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait half the game to get those.
Oh, come on. That was part of the adventure. Now, one of the problems that we're going to face is on Saturday and Sunday, there's no night games. It's all either 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Texas, Kansas City at Texas at Surprise Stadium, they're at 12. Everybody else is a 1 o'clock start. And then on Sunday, Cleveland at Cincinnati, who are both at the Goodyear Stadium, they start at 12, and everybody else starts at 1. So I don't know if that was a misprint and those are the actual late games and they put down the wrong time, or if that's legit and they're going to start an hour before everybody else.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Kind of dig in a little bit. Yeah. I do know we are hitting that area towards the end of spring training, because like that Monday and Tuesday, a lot of teams start to break camp and get to their stadiums to a lot of them have like some like 1 or 2 exhibition games at their stadium before they get into the regular season, because the regular season, I believe, starts on the following Thursday for all teams.
Yet,
The
yeah,
28th.
yeah, the 24th. There's only 4 games. That's Monday. It's Milwaukee at Colorado, Seattle at San Diego, Cleveland at Arizona, and the Athletics at the White Sox. And then Tuesday, the last day of spring training, is Cleveland at Arizona. So that's going to wrap it up. November 25th, 1 game. That's the end of spring training. March 27th, it's game on.
Yes, and it all begins for real.
Absolutely.
And then what, a week after that? That when we get the minor leagues going.
And then after that, yeah, the minor leagues get going. AAA. Actually, yeah, I guess everybody, because we have our opening day April 4th, 4x4. So it'll be interesting. April 5th is going to be our replica championship ring giveaway in Modesto. So yeah, I guess all the minor leagues do start on the same day, but they end a week previous or prior to each other. Like low A were the first ones to finish, then the next week high A finishes, then the next week double A finishes, then the next week triple A finishes, then you have major league playoffs. So I guess it's to help everybody get seen and move forward.
So I was just double checking. Actually, the AAA starts on the 28th of March.
Okay. So
that's-
as soon as everybody breaks from spring training, they go either to major or triple A.
Yeah, because I was looking at the Vegas Aviators, and they actually are playing a series versus Reno. Their season home opener is on the Friday the 28th.
Nice. There we go. Aviators and Aces. Aviators and Aces.
The battle for the Silver State.
Now, if you guys haven't noticed, both Brian and I are wearing our Tulsa Drillers hats today. His is the actual team. Mine is the Marvel hat. So, yeah, we're minor league guys. We're going to have fun with all that. And yes, Scott, those spring training parallels, they look pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Black and white. Yeah, I didn't really see the citrus one because all the cards that I saw with it were Arizona teams. So I saw the cacti.
Yeah, I did see 1 or 2 of the Grapefruit League teams, and they had basically palm trees for their instead of the cactus.
Nice. Okay. Brian, I did not hear you in my headset. I don't know if you were muted right there or if something's going on.
No, oh, something is going on.
All right, well, I'll take over then while you're figuring that out, and we can talk a little bit. We are up to 3 viewers here at the 28th minute mark of the box score unwrapped. I hope you guys are enjoying this philosophy. I think I hear you now.
All right, are we good now?
There we go.
Hey,
I hear you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, spring training is going to be fantastic. Doing the Phoenix on-campus college card show.
Collectibles on college. Spring training spectacular is what this show is called. Last year we had a great time at that one. I don't know about you, but that was quite an incredible experience. It's a huge conference center that they have. I guess a couple different rooms that they've kind of rented out that opened up into one giant room. Probably like 300 to 400 tables, including all kinds of booths. That we're going to have a booth kind of in the same spot where we were last year. So if anybody watching this remembers us from last year, we'll be in the same spot. We're going to have all of our dollar and quarter boxes revamped for that event.
Oh yeah, we're going to take the next month off from shows so that we are ready for Arizona. Oh yeah. Last year we had a couple of former players come up and some parents of players, or I think we had a brother of a player who was looking for their cards. Arizona's fun. That show is fun because everybody's looking for the prospects and rookie cards so they can just get autographed. Also, just some of the base cards.
Yeah.
We have our 2024 release boxes where you can just find anybody's base. We are not just about inserts. We're not just about the big hit, the shiny cards. Uh, we like to have collectors stuff
Yes.
for the collectors out there. So there you go. We hope to
Yeah.
see everybody out there.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a few guys last year that would come in and they would basically have a list and just kind of go through the box, pulling out what they're looking for because they like the thrill of the hunt to try to complete their set. They're not all about buying as many boxes as it takes to finish off the set. They wanted to get enough so that way they could be within a certain amount of cards and then finish off the set by picking up the singles.
Yep. And if I recall, we put our website out there, as you see, boxscorecollectibles.com down there. You can email us. And if there is something that you're looking for to collect your base set or some parallels, yeah, they emailed us after seeing us at the show, and they actually followed through and emailed us. So there you go, Brian. You were doing what I was just about to do. Tossed up the email address, or check us out at boxscorecollectibles.com.
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of different singles that we have here. We can probably help complete any of the sets you're working on, unless you're working on some of the higher end stuff like Bowman's Best. We don't have that much of those base cards, but definitely give us a shout out and let us know what you're looking for.
Yep. We will be revamping our 2024 releases and then adding the 2025s. Let's see, by Arizona, we should definitely have Series 1 out. And I think Heritage, if I recall.
If anything, it might be Heritage High Number, but we haven't seen release dates for that yet.
Yeah. Everything's a rumor as of right now.
Yeah, we're not, we're not sure on those dates yet. We don't have any information on that. The only thing that I've seen recently was we had talked previously about the Panini Prospect Edition for 2024. That has a date of February 28th now, so that comes out this month for sure. But yeah, we're going to revamp the boxes for the show and kind of have what's come out over a couple of months in the recent release of boxes, and then stuff like Series 1, Series 2, Heritage. We kind of just start separating that out by team, getting those into the team boxes, so that way the team collectors will have an easier time finding the card that they're looking for.
Now, I hate to say it, but am I the only one that hopes that 2024 Topps Heritage doesn't have a high number and just moves on to 2025, so we can get past the 76 look or 75 look and on to 76?
I mean, the only thing that I would be missing from the not having a Heritage High number would be like the rookies.
Yeah.
Jackson Cheerio, all the Jacksons, Paul Skeens. It'd be nice to get those cards in the Heritage look because that's a part of that set. But
I understand.
That, if they didn't do it, I'm okay with that too.
Well, I mean, if they don't do a high number, can they just put them in the 2025 rookie as a rookie in the set? Because if I'm going to look back at these amazing rookies that are going through the Jackson Merrills, the Jackson 3, and all of those that didn't have a rookie card in regular Heritage, I'd rather see them in a different look than what the 75 look portrays.
Yeah,
it's just
they wouldn't call them rookie cards though, because if it's not 2024, they're not going to put the rookie card label on there.
Oh, come on, it's Topps. How many years did Randy Arozarena get a rookie card?
Actually, just one, 2020.
Yeah, but it was like all 3 sets or something. It was fun to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if they're gonna skip it, then they're gonna skip it. I mean,
Yeah, because by all intents and purposes, we haven't heard anything, so they might be. I don't know,
Yeah.
but then again, I haven't heard anything about the 2025 Heritage either. So
No, the only thing that we've seen is the video from Dale Murphy talking about how he was signing cards, and he claimed that the 77 design that he was signing was for Heritage. But we don't know. I mean, it could have been just something else. We don't know.
yeah, I mean, if it's one of the legends, you don't have to worry about what team they're on or how far ahead you go. You can send out, the 2026 autos. Just make sure you get them back in time for the 2026 release.
Right.
Hey, heaven forbid we don't have as many redemption cards as we have in the past. I like it if that's what they're doing.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know there's kind of a rumor of a box for Topps Heritage high number out there. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know where some folks are getting their info, like chasingmajors.com. Where did they get all this? They're talking about checklist being there, but it's empty. Full product details not released yet, but we're going to put it out there that it's coming. What? No date, no checklist. Now all you're doing is spreading rumors.
yeah. Yeah, that's why even though it is Beckett, they've been around forever, and they can be kind of one-sided at times. I like the fact that they haven't put it on their website as to be announced, because that tells me that it hasn't been announced yet. There's just rumors, leaks coming out that may or may not end up being true. We don't know, and so they're not putting it on their release schedule until they get even a month that it could possibly be released.
Yeah, because I mean that's how the quote unquote fake news happens, is everybody tries to be first. Could be wrong. I'd rather be a little bit behind and be 100% right. I don't know. Same thing happens in cards, just like with everything else in life.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, as we get closer to the start of the baseball season, we are going to see more information about new releases coming out, because we're gonna the one thing that I know Topps has put out there is that Bowman will be in May.
Very good.
That's not showing up on a lot of the release schedules, but those are in line with what they've done in the past. So it makes sense that they're willing to commit to that, because Bowman is probably their second biggest release of the early season.
Oh yeah, definitely, with all the prospects out there, and there's a lot of good prospects out there right now. So Bowman, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been kind of looking at the top 100 list. There are several guys that don't have any cards yet, and I kind of anticipate their first Bowmans are going to start to pop up coming up here with that release. And so it'd be interesting to see who gets the first Bowmans, who's going to be the chase, because in years past we've kind of heard rumors about who the chase cards were going to be, but we're not really sure right now.
Yeah.
A lot of the 2025 draft picks that are being chased, 2024 draft picks, that are being chased after, were in Bowman draft. There's only a few guys that were held back from the first round.
So I'm looking at Topps website right now. I'm looking at the living set with the fine art print.
Mm-hmm.
Topps really doesn't have anything going on their website. I'm a bit surprised. Royal Rumble is their number one thing, and number two is Bowman Chrome University. It's this time of year that would be perfect for that Heritage High to come out.
Yeah.
But, oh well. I do like how they have some Cards 101 section on Topps.com. I haven't really looked into it, but it looks like there is something where they talk about the checklists, collector stories where they talk to folks like us, and then collector's glossary. What are you collecting? And then how to collect. So I guess on a slow week like this, that's a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
Sorry, just had to mention that now that I'm at the site for Topps looking around.
Well, it's good for people to know. I mean, because there are a lot of guys and girls coming back into the hobby from their childhood, and they're in their 25, 30-year olds now, and getting back into the hobby, and there's a lot that's changed. I mean, when I got
Oh, yeah.
back in 2012, but full time in 2014, there so much had changed. I mean, when I got out of it, they were just starting to put on card autos in the packs. Like 99, 2000, kind of around there. And so, it's good to have resources to kind of help guide you when you're getting back into it.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, I'm looking also at the Topps website about jobs that are open for you.
Oh yeah.
It takes you straight to the Fanatics website.
That makes sense considering they own Top. So
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
the whole section on I think you said how to collect. Well, that should
Yeah.
just be collect what you like.
You would think, wouldn't you?
That's all you need to say in that one. Because it doesn't matter how you collect as long as you're enjoying what you're collecting.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm looking at the different cities that they're out of. Oklahoma, Minnesota. I mean, I'll say the states, not the cities. New York, Arizona, California, Maryland, all the way out in Dublin, Ireland. Boy. Production coordinator out in Miramar, Florida. How about Fanatics Collectibles in the summer intern for 2025? New York City or Los Angeles or Dallas. What? Yeah. Quality assurance analyst. There's such a thing. Hold on.
I think that explains why there's not been the quality assurance that we've come to hope for.
The job is open.
The job's open, so I guess maybe I'll put in my resume. Who knows?
Yeah. And they're I'm
not quitting my job.
Hey, Denver, Colorado. Just saying, if you want to head out there.
Just in case my wife's watching,
Material coordinator out in Las Vegas. That was just good stuff. Hey, if you love cards and you want to try to fix something, hey, go to Fanatics. Apply for a job. Don't just complain about it. Try to do something.
Yeah.
Quality control supervisor. Frazeeburg, Ohio. Frazeeburg.
I'm
now that we're looking at it, I'm very curious how many quality control jobs there are that are available. Because obviously not doing their job before.
Well, they're not being supervised right now, so
yeah. Yeah, interesting stuff. Forklift operator. We can do this.
I can do that.
Heading to Riverview, Florida. Hey, spring training.
There we go.
There we go. Go see the Citrus League.
I think it's the Grapefruit League, but yeah, okay. You can call it citrus.
Grapefruit, citrus. They got lemons and limes down there, don't they? All right. So, yeah, they got some stuff out in Georgia, India, staff engineer. All right. Victoria, Australia, casual assistant. Casual assistant for the Richmond Football Club. At the Roar store.
Interesting.
This must be the Fanatic stuff because they're taking over the merch shops at a lot of programs.
Yeah.
So, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Fanatics at the top. Fanatics Holding Inc. Commerce, collectibles, live, events, betting and gaming. Really? Just right there. Not even hiding it.
At this point, why hide it? I mean, you could go to a Cincinnati Reds game and bet on baseball.
Please just put Pete in the Hall of Fame. Can we move on from that?
With all sincerity on that one, I think now that unfortunately he passed away, the next time that Veterans Committee comes up, I'm pretty sure if he's not in, he will be highly considered.
Just put him in. Why waste the Veteran Committee vote? where a different athlete who was a stud, who was a superstar, just didn't quite make it in the votes. Why take that vote away by having to do that on Pete Rose? Pete Rose should be in like the day he died,
Yeah.
like the minute after.
He should be in this Hall of Fame class, that's for sure.
Absolutely. That's all right. So 2025 has been apparently released to some of the stores and collectors and breakers. So now we know it is out there.
Yes.
What are you going to do about it?
Well,
we're going to go find it.
Yeah. That'd be great to find, but we know that's not likely going to happen because typically the retail releases end up being a week or two later. We have been seeing blaster boxes in the hobby stores now because they're being offered to those stores to order. I think that's what the the special edition one is on the odds list. It's the one that goes to the hobby store. So we'll probably see those on release day, but the mainstream retail, it's likely going to be a week, maybe 2 weeks later before we really get to see it at some of our favorite places.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic once we have our own store. I mean, it'll be fantastic to go take a look at some stuff at other people's stores and see what we can get.
But you're right. It would be fantastic when we have our own store.
But we don't have our own brick and mortar store, but we do have brick and mortar store, but we do have our website. And coming up this week, be ready for BCW supplies to be ordered from boxscorecollectibles.com. Oh yeah. We are expecting our first shipment of many supplies from BCW to be arriving on Monday. So throughout the week, it'll be coming up on the website.
Yes. The listings are ready for what we've got ordered. We just got to make sure what we ordered comes in, and then we can make those listings live. However, our prices are going to be great on these. We're trying to keep them at or below the BCW website pricing, so that way we can kind of drive our traffic right now. However, if you are a dealer, whether you're just set up at shows, whether you just you're small business with an LLC, or you're a shop, and you see this, we do have special pricing for distribution on that. That's below our online price. So, just if you want to get a pricing list, go ahead and send us an email. Let us know what you're looking for. We can send out because we have sports supplies coming. We also have access to the entire BCW catalog. So we got access to gaming supplies like deck boxes, play mats, and the sleeves and everything. So hit us up for that. We can order those for you as well. Get you some great pricing in addition to the sports stuff.
What was that, Titus? Shipment and dipment into the bank accounts.
And dipping into the bank accounts like.
Oh yeah, there you go. Now, I did show the team set bags. Those are back ordered, so just want to put that out there. It's going to be a couple months before those come to us, but yeah, check out boxscorecollectibles.com for your future supply needs.
Yes, absolutely.
We are hoping to have the multi-color edged top loaders ready for our shows and ready for online. If you haven't seen us in our card shows, that's actually how we price out our inserts and top rookies, is by the color of the border. We try to avoid the sticky residue from the tags. So yeah, and you get a top loader.
Yeah. No, and a lot of people like that because it makes it easier. I mean, it's taken some time to really explain, because some of the people, they walk up, they're not sure what that means, but at the same time, after you explain it, they're like, oh, well, that makes complete sense. I like that. Because try to keep it easy, keep it simple. We are collectors first, so we want to think like a collector. We're not in it just for the money.
Yep. Nope. In fact, we probably just sell cards just to buy more.
Isn't that what everyone does?
That's the whole point of trading cards. Are just trading for cash so we can get more cards. Oh, Titus.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh. It's not
Yeah.
after
No, the
dark.
sticky residue the tags just irritates me. Like when I couldn't get all the residue off from the tags, I would just use those for my set breakers um, to show me where
The
top
dividers,
series
yep.
one, divider, top series one turned into top series two, which turned into top's update series. I would cut the wrapper and show me what it looked like, and that would be the divider. If you haven't checked it out, I actually have that on Box Square Collectibles on YouTube on how I do my collecting of sets. And I show how I do that with the top loaders. It's actually one of our top videos, surprisingly. We should do more how to.
Oh, we can always work something up.
Absolutely. Brian, you keep going in and out of echoing.
I'm not sure. I mean, nothing. No settings have changed. I haven't really touched the computer in a little bit, so I'm wondering if it's a connectivity issue.
I'm thinking it's your magnetic personality.
Yeah. We'll go.
Actually, you just froze up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, now I'm going in and out and echoing. Right. Well, I mean, at least you have my soothing voice echoing through your ears.
Oh, man.
Well, since we do seem to have some technical difficulties with our sound going on, maybe it's time to wrap it up. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
All right. Well, hey, we've got Minor League Monday coming up tomorrow where I'm going to talk about top prospects in, I think, pitching and catching. And then I'll be opening up some 2022 Heritage Minors because they don't make Heritage Minors anymore. Take a look back at some of the top prospects through the older designs. It's a lot of fun. Last week we did the 2021, and so let's check out 2022. All right. And then Tuesday, we may or may not have a coffee and cards and coffee. We may have a tape delayed one or not have one because I have to go to a little league and a board meeting and talk about how I can help them with fundraising, because that's what I like to do, is try to help out those in the community and help get some folks in the stadium for our last season here with the Modesto Nuts. So stay tuned for any announcements on what's going to happen with Tuesday.
All right, Titus, thank you for the feedback. I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably end up trying to do like a private show at some point so we can just make like a tech run and just figure this thing out.
Yeah. Always fun. All right. Well, now we took out one of the PCs that we were using last week, so now we got to figure out what the rest of it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Titus, for your feedback. Great conversation with Scott piping in earlier about the 2025 set. And always appreciate you guys checking us out here at Box Score Collectibles on YouTube. All right. What you got to say, Brian?
Thank you for joining us, and we'll get better.
Absolutely. All right. Well, the boss man here for Box Score Collectibles. Have yourself a great rest of your weekend, or for Titus, rest of your Monday. We are out.